happening, YouTube? Well, today's video isn't really going to have too much of a purpose, so if you guys are looking for something for me to sell you, or you're looking for me to solve a problem, as they say that's what you're supposed to be doing on here, that's probably not going to be the case. It's just a, oh crap, I have packages sitting on my doorstep. Large packages. I'm going to stop this video and go put those packages inside because I think they're parts for my bike. So maybe I'll do an unboxing later. How about that? Okay, let's try this again. Boxes are taken care of for the moment. They are in fact boxes from JP Cycles. Curse you, JP Cycles, for having everything on the planet that you would want for a bike. Hopefully my microphone setup is still working properly. We'll find out soon enough. So again, no real rhyme or reason for this video today other than it's another beautiful clear day in Texas. It's actually colder out today. I think it's about, what did they say, it was about 48 degrees, and I should be wearing my thicker gloves, but not going super far. I'm just going to get some breakfast, lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get some food. And the rest of the day is going to be spent prepping for a show. The band I play in has a show tonight in town. And while I'm all packed, I still need to go warm up the fingers and put a few more things in the truck. Oh, did I start the street camera? I changed positions on the cheap camera on the engine protectors, and I turned it on, but oh, I know, I think I started it. Let's see if that light is blinking. I want to get some shots of the road moving forward. I was watching some YouTube videos last night from law-abiding bikers. They were doing a trip halfway across the continent, actually, and I just like some of the shots that that guy was getting on his bike, and some of them were forward-facing positions showing the wheel. I thought that was a pretty good shot. So if you can see that, I've got the cheapo facing towards the street. I did collect video the other day of the camera pointing the other way, but it was not in a good position, and when it's sunny outside you can't really see that else. So I actually took the time to put it on another spot. Okay, what are the Mr. Policeman's doing on the bikes? Those are always nice bikes. I forget if they're still using Harleys or if they... I know some departments use Harleys, others use something else. Yeah, so I changed the position on the street cam, and I changed the position on the helmet cam as well, because I was looking too much at the fairing and not the road, and it looks like that's still the case. I did find all the silly vents on this thing and open them all up, and that's not making much of a difference, so I'll have to ride around without the cover on. That was a little disconcerting. Turn onto the street and the first thing I see is police lights. Not that I care, but I'm like, I haven't even gotten on the street yet to do anything wrong. How is he busting me? Oh geez. And they were just protecting that wide load, making sure everybody was safe. Love our cops. They do a job I would never do. So anyway, what was I saying? Back to what I was saying. Yeah, so we've got a show playing tonight. That we are playing tonight. and I've got to go finish prepping for that, which is why we're just taking a short ride today. Still in the planning stages of heading to San Antonio. I haven't actually found a weekend date I want to go yet. There's a club ride that we have going on, not next weekend, but the weekend after. There's a gentleman in the club that's popular that's having a birthday, so we're going to do a birthday ride for him. It's not, like I said, it's not next weekend, but the weekend after. And I'm sure I'll get some good video footage of that. But yeah, again, just a pretty day in Texas. Just going to be cruising around. Still learning to do all the editing and all the silly stuff for all these videos. I know as a motorcycle I can kind of pull around this stuff. I've seen some horror stories of people getting smushed doing this, so I normally don't do it. Alright, here we go. So just some riding video today, nothing super special. Enjoying the weather for what it is, because in Texas this doesn't last very long, obviously. We've rated this here, you know the deal. We get, if we're lucky, we get a couple of months of cooler weather. We never get what I would consider cold weather. It never gets down below the 30s. It very rarely freezes. Snow is a once every 10 years thing. Hey, you know, funny piece of news actually is what is today's date? Today is like 8th or 9th. But anyway, there's actually snow forecasted in Texas this coming weekend. So Sunday night, the northern parts of our county, Houston and above, are scheduled for snow. It's supposed to be 30 degrees with moisture in the air, and with the Nacogdoches, I think they said they're expecting like a couple of inches of snow. Like, you gotta be kidding. This is Texas. That's probably gonna be the name of this video. Hell has frozen over, or might freeze over. And I did find all the vents to this helmet, and it still fogs up. Jeez. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get snow here in this part, because I'm a little south and west of Houston. We very rarely ever get that stuff. We've had it a couple of times. But I think we're just going to get some nice cold weather, which I always enjoy. I need to spark up the fireplace and throw on some socks and enjoy the cold weather. All the people around here hate it. They whine and complain, go crazy. It's too cold, give me back my summer. I'm like, hey, look, we had summer for 9 months, folks. Time to give it up. We're gonna enjoy a little bit of cold weather, and that's just the way that's gonna be. Of course, now I'm no better. I complain for 9 months. It's too freaking hot. I live with the AC on with icicles hanging from my ceiling. I know. I'm living in the wrong state. I get that. I'm most assuredly living in the wrong state for good weather. But, you know, this is where my life is. This is where my family moved to. Pardon all the coughing and hacking. Whenever I get out on the road and I start getting fresh air in my lungs, they just don't like it. I guess people are out and about today because it's a pretty day. So I'm not going to do a review on anything today officially. I will say this: when I was hunting for a phone mount for the bike, I looked at several different versions, and you know, most of the stuff is just expensive plastic and just pretty much garbage. And I know from years and years and years of doing vehicle mounted phone holders that they are crap and they will just fall apart. There's very few that have stood the test of time. So I thought when I'm looking around, I'm going to find something that's really sturdy and that's going to last me a while. And this here, now see, now I'm not going to remember the name. Tack form. This tack form is a solid metal setup. It was not cheap, but the mounting system is metal. I don't know if it's chrome or steel. Honestly, I don't remember. But the whole setup is steel. This part's steel. The mounting, the arm is steel. The mounting bracket is steel. This whole thing is not going anywhere. Matter of fact, the designers say you don't even have to have a strap on the rubber part here to keep the phone on, and I know I should be having that on, but I actually do trust this thing. It is just almost impossible to budge, move, or break. I mean, I think you'd seriously have to run over that with a truck. So tack form. Go check that out if you're looking for a phone mount. Highly recommend. Nobody's paying me to say anything, and again, this is not an official review. This is just me saying things that I like. This is a phenomenally made product, and I'm looking forward to using it for many years. I used to do things on the cheap when I was younger, but now I just know, just spend the extra bucks. Buy what's going to work, buy what's going to last, and buy what's going to make you happy. If you end up buying something that's less expensive, that's going to break, you might get a little tiny bit of satisfaction the minute you get it, but after that, you're just going to not like it. You're going to not like yourself for having ordered a cheaper part. And then you're going to be angry and upset when it does finally break. So, word from the wise, after many years on this planet, just go ahead and spend a few extra bucks, or save up the few extra bucks. You know, put $5 or $10 aside out of every paycheck and save up for that better piece of equipment, that better part, that better motorcycle, you know, whatever you need to do. Do it the right way the first time. You won't have to do it a second time, usually. I'm not running this light. I know this guy's behind me. He's not going to like that, but sorry. Oh, I did have a question for YouTube land. I've been watching a few videos late last night until I fell asleep. I want to get people's opinion on tuners. So now that I have the Arlen-S Air and I have the Reinhardt pipes, this thing is running a little strange. I haven't had the bike. I've only had the bike for a couple months, and I kind of know what it feels like. I kind of know what it's supposed to sound like, and it sounds okay, but it sounds like there's just something a little bit off. So I know that for the most part, tuners, they say that they aren't necessary if you're just running mufflers or if you're just running the air cleaner. But I'm running both now, and I don't know, things seem just a little strange, so I'm wondering about what I should do, if I should go ahead and get a tuner. And then of course all the settings within tuners, I mean, they're readily readable and understandable if you know anything about motorcycles, but most of the videos I watched, everybody is still suggesting that you take the tuner into the mechanic shop, to your local shop, and have them do it. Set it up for you. I haven't made up my mind on whether or not that's something I want to do yet. The good tuners, you know, are a fairly expensive piece of equipment. It's like anything on a motorcycle. If you get anything good, it's not cheap. And FM3, I think, is what I was looking at, is right about $500, which is about par for the course for anything decent. So anyway, just looking for opinions on that. What you guys think? Do you guys use tuners? Do you know people who have used tuners? What's your preference? How do you set them up? You know, I'm looking for any advice you can give me. Throw it down in the comments. If you like this kind of content, just kind of freewheeling, throw a like, throw a subscribe up there. If you want to be notified when I put out content, hit the little bell. And that's going to be it for today. Just a little jaunt around Texas. Everybody's out here, and this guy's going to try and hit me. I can already see. Jerk. And you still don't know how to drive, and you almost wrecked yourself. Alright folks, so like I said, that's going to be it from me. Today's Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Keep the shiny side up. Peace.